the Food Trust. I'm so glad to be back here with you today. And we're first going to get started with our lesson talking about my plate. But before we go and start, let's put away all of our things that could distract us. And I'll give you a couple seconds to do that. And let's reach up really high and stretch to the sky. And wiggle your fingers down. And one more time, up real high, stretch as high as you can. And wiggle down. And one more time, up real high. Take some deep breaths. Wiggle down. And I think we're ready to go. So do you remember this poster? It's called what? Do you know? Do you remember? You do. It's called what? My plate. And do you remember how many food groups are on my plate? We can count them together. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And do you remember our silly thing that we do? There are 5 food groups on my plate. Let's do it together. Ready? There are 5 food groups on my plate. So let's get started, and we're going to go through each one, and there's a special one that we're going to talk about today, and I'm going to wait to do that one after we review. So our red group, do you remember what it is? It's our fruit group. Fruit. So you can shout out some of the fruit that you like, and I'm going to go through and just put a few things in here. So one of our favorite things, lots of us like to eat, are strawberries. And I like to put strawberries in my smoothies in the morning. There's also oranges, very good for you. Does anyone like pears? Pears are so delicious and juicy. So pears. And I also have peaches. Now my peaches here are in a canned form. So we put them in a plate. And canned fruit is very good for you to eat. You just want to make sure that when you get canned fruit that it is in 100% water or 100% fruit juice. Okay, so canned peaches. My next group is my green group, and that is my vegetables, right? So for my vegetable group, I have a few of my favorites. So can you tell me some of your favorites? Does anyone like zucchini? Yes, I love zucchini. Oh, how about potatoes? Potatoes are fun because you can eat them so many different ways. Mashed, roasted. You can eat this whole potato with the skin on. It's delicious. How about corn? Oh, corn. Corn is so good. And one of my personal favorites, little trees, are broccoli. Does anybody like broccoli? Raise your hand. I do. Okay, we're gonna go down here to my purple group. Does anyone remember what my purple group is? Did you say what? Protein? You're right. So my protein group. Oh my. Anyone know what this is? It's an egg. Egg goes in our protein group. How about these? These are so good for us. Beans. These are black beans. And any type of bean is good for you, but black beans are especially good for you. They're a superfood. So there's my black beans. How about chicken? Roasted chicken. And peanuts. Peanuts are good for us. And here I have some peanuts. And finally, something that you eat at Thanksgiving, turkey, or you might have it on a sandwich for lunch. So here's my sliced turkey. That is very good for you too. All right, let's jump on up here to our smallest group here, and that is our, does anyone know? Our dairy group. Here's our dairy group, and things that go in our dairy group are cheeses. Anyone know what this is? Did you say yogurt? You're right, our yogurt. And then finally, our milk. So our dairy group keeps our bones strong and healthy. So there's one group left. What is it? Do you remember? It's our grains group. So today we're gonna focus on our grains group. Are you ready to get started and talk about grains? I am. So my friends, I saved our last group, the grains group, for last. And that's our orange group. So some of our things in our grains group are things like crackers, tortillas. Anyone know what this is? Pasta, spaghetti. Bread, whole wheat bread. Cereal, these are corn flakes. And let's do maybe one more. Oh, here's a good one for you. Something I like to eat every morning. Oatmeal. And oatmeal is in our grains group, and I like to put fruit on my oatmeal. So why are we talking about grains today? Let's find out. So friends, what about that grains group? What do you think grains do for us? They give us energy. So our energy to play and to exercise and to grow. So while we're eating our grains group, it's important to remember a few things. And this is a really big thing that I'd like you to remember, and that is eat a rainbow. Why should we eat a rainbow? Think about it. You can shout out your answers. Well, do you think eating a rainbow is healthier for us? Yes, you're right. So when we look at a rainbow, do you see just one color? Or do you see many colors? Right, you see many colors, just like on my plate. There's lots of colors on my plate. So we want to eat a lot of different food items, colorful things. And when we eat those things, they help us grow and become stronger. And they also help our brain so we can learn and do great in school. So let's just review a little bit. So we know that our grains group, our orange group, gives us the energy to move, to think, to play, to grow, all those great things. So we need our grains group. And lots of times we choose grains in the mornings. So for instance, we have our cereal or our oatmeal or a whole wheat waffle because they give us that energy to get up and get moving in the morning. Also, our athletes, they choose whole grains also to help them get moving, to have that extra energy to do the sports that they love. Now, I want to talk to you about a special kind of grain, and that's whole grains. And when we choose grains, we want to make sure that we're choosing more whole grains over just a regular grain. And some of the ones that are very good for us are things like oatmeal, whole wheat pasta, whole wheat bread, popcorn, and brown rice is also a good choice for you. So how do you know that the foods that you're choosing are whole grains? Well, when we have fresh food, like our fruits and vegetables, they do not have labels on them. But any packaged food that you get does have a label on it. So you want to look at those labels and check to see if it says whole grain. For our next activity that we're going to do, we're going to get up and do a little exercising, because we know that exercising is really good for us, and hopefully we've eaten those really good whole grains today, and they're going to give us the energy to do some exercising. So first of all, I want to have you check your heartbeat, and you can do that like this. You take 2 fingers and you're going to put it on the side of your neck. Don't press too hard, and see if you can feel your heart beating. I can feel mine. Is it fast or is it slow? Mine's pretty slow right now because I'm sitting here and talking to you. But if I get up and move around, what do you think is going to happen to my heart rate? Is it going to go down or is it going to go up? It's going to go up. You're right. So we're going to do some exercises together to get our heart rate going, and then we're going to check it again and see what it feels like and see if it's pumping. Okay, so let's get started. Let's make a little room in our area, and we're going to do about 30 seconds of a few different exercises. Hi everybody, so we're back and we're going to exercise a little bit together. And let's just make sure you have enough space. Look around you. You don't want to run into anything or hit into anything to hurt yourself. So make sure you cleared enough space out wherever you are. If you're in your bedroom, your living room, you don't need too much space, but you want to make sure that you're not going to hit into anything. And while you're doing that and clearing a space around you, let's just talk about exercise. How much exercise do you think that we should get in a day's time? 60 minutes, so a full hour of exercise. And do you need to get it all at one time, do you think? No, we can get it at different points throughout the day, just as long as we keep our bodies moving. So like we're doing here, we can just do about 10 minutes at a time. It's just really important to get up and to move your body. Exercise not only helps our mind stay strong, it helps our body stay strong, our heart, which we're going to see in a few minutes how much it makes our heart beat. It keeps our digestion, so our food moving through our body, keeps our muscles strong, and our joints and bones. It helps our whole body be strong. So it's really important to get that 60 minutes every day. So let's get started. We're going to do a couple exercises together, and we're going to do them in 30-second intervals. So I'm going to put a timer on my phone so I know when my 30 seconds are up. So let's get started. We're going to do arm circles first. So are you ready? Let's go. So let's do them forward, and we're going to do really big circles for 30 seconds. And maybe you can make them a little bit smaller, and a little bit smaller, and a little bit smaller, and really big again. Go all the way around like a windmill. All right, we're almost ready to be finished doing our arm circles. Okay, stop. Now, we're gonna check our heartbeat. So we're gonna take 2 fingers here, and we're gonna put it right at our neck here, kind of like where your ear is. Follow your neckline down, and you'll feel, and maybe you can even hear it too inside, that your blood is starting to move and your heart is beating. Can you feel it? Okay, now we're gonna test our heartbeat again at the end of our exercises and see if it got moving a lot faster. So feel it again. All right, let's get ready and let's do our arm circles. This time they're gonna be a little more challenging. So let's get ready, and we're gonna turn our palms and face them up and go backwards. And try to keep your arms up. I know it's a little hard, and your arms might get tired, and if they do, that's okay. Put them back down again and keep trying. All right, keep going. You're almost there. Maybe you can make them a little bit bigger and a little bit bigger. Okay, all right, stop. Now, this time we're gonna do squats. And when we do squats, we wanna make sure that we're leaning our bottom all the way back. Okay, so you're gonna sit like that. Okay, we're gonna do as many as we can in 30 seconds. So let's get started. And I don't know about you, but I can feel my blood pumping and I'm breathing a little bit heavier. And is that a good thing? Yes, it is, because it means that your heart is working harder and it's pumping that blood through your body and getting your blood moving all over and reaching all parts of your body. All right, good job. Let's stop. All right, now the next thing we're gonna do are high knees. So I'm gonna do it like this. I'm gonna reverse my arms and go like this and try to do my opposite arm to my opposite knee. So you ready? Let's go. See how many you can get in of your high knees. I like doing these, and these are good for our abs, for our core, to get our core moving. So see if you can hold your stomach in real tight and keep your body moving. All right, we're getting there. We're almost there. You guys are doing great. Okay, good job. All right, so our next one is we're gonna try to balance a little bit. So I don't know if you can see me. Let's see. I'm gonna stand on one leg and I'm gonna bring my leg up as far as I can go and try to just balance on one leg. So I'm gonna start on my right leg first and we'll do 30 seconds on your right. And balancing is something that's really good for you. And maybe you can put out your arms. See if you can get your arms out. See if you can bring your arms all the way up in a yoga pose. And then maybe bring them out and in front of you. And you could even put them at your waist if you're having a hard time, and that's okay. And I think you're gonna find out that one leg's easier than the other. I'm on my right leg right now. Okay, stop. And we're gonna go to balancing on our left leg. So we're gonna bring our leg up as high as we can go. And go ahead, try it again. See if you can balance for 30 seconds. This one for me is harder. So standing on my left leg is harder than my right, but I'm gonna try and we'll see how I do. Bring my arms out and I'm gonna bring them up and I'm gonna bring them to the front and out again. I'm actually doing pretty good here. How about you guys? Are you able to stand? Put them at your waist. Okay, bring your leg down. All right. So our next one we're gonna do is we're gonna do some front kicks. So I'm gonna kick and kick and kick, and we're just gonna lift up different legs. Okay, you ready? So 30 seconds, here we go. Feel your blood pumping. You could even do a little punching if you wanted to. Take your arms out in front of you. Move your arms a little bit. Good job. Wow, you guys are really getting going here. And I hope you're feeling good like I'm feeling good. And happy to be here with you guys. Okay, stop. Are you breathing a little heavier? I am. Okay, now we're gonna do a little twisting with our core. So we're just gonna twist our waist and we're gonna punch to each side. So see if you can just do some waist twists and punch to each side. All right, here we go. 30 seconds on the clock. And we're punching. Are you getting a little out of breath yet? You can do it as fast as you want to. I'm going a little bit slower because I'm a little bit older than you, but I think you've got the idea. Keep those punching. And we have one more exercise to do that's really gonna get our heart rate up. Okay, stop. All right, now we're gonna jog in place. And if you want to, you can march. I'm probably gonna march. You can run as fast as you want. however you want to do it. Okay, let's get ready. Last exercise. Here we go. I'm just doing a slow jog. And this is a really good thing just to get you going, just to shake all those sillies out of your body and get your brain refocusing and thinking about what you're doing. So what do you think? Are you getting out of breath? I am. Do you think your heart's beating faster? Let's find out. We're going to be finding out in just a second. All right, stop. Good job, guys. You're all finished exercising. Let's take those 2 fingers again, and you can go on either side. I'm going to pick my right side. Ooh, is your heart beating faster? Mine is, and that is a very good thing. So that's what happens when you exercise. You get your blood moving through your body, and it helps you in so many different ways. So do you feel good? I do. I feel great when I exercise. It's so good for me. I can think clearer, and sometimes I need to just get up and take a break. Then what kind of things do you think that you could do when you take a movement break? Maybe do a dance party, maybe walk around your house a few times, go for a walk with friends, ride your bike, all kinds of different things you can do that get you moving. So remember, we want to get 60 minutes every day. That's good for you. All right, one more thing we're going to do really quick before we head off today. We're just going to look at our grains group again, which we were talking about. And remember that our grains group gives us the energy to move, to think, to play. They help us grow. And we want to make sure that we're choosing 100% grains, 100% whole wheat where we can. So here's my whole wheat bread that I have. I have a whole wheat waffle, my pancakes, and my tortillas, and our popcorn. So all these wonderful things are going to give us the energy that we need to get through our day. And remember your 60 minutes of exercise. Thanks, guys, for being with me today. I hope you had fun. I did too. Take care. Bye.